Welcome again to another CheapWineFinder.com review podcast for a wine we wrote up on the CheapWineFinder.com website. We got links and stuff to the website and other things on there. Plus, we write up our review or our tasting notes as they happen and a little bit about the wine. You know, sometimes with the under $20 wines, they don't tell you a whole bunch about it, but we try to find out things. And today we have something from Costco. Trader Joe's the wine has been stagnant for a long time, and I've been moving to Costco a little bit. I know you need to get a membership to get in there, but they are the largest selling wine sellers in the country. So if you know somebody, go along with them. And there's a decent wine selection, and I'm hitting the inexpensive wines. But they have like $40 wines for $18 and that type of stuff too, which I haven't yet gotten into because I'm hitting the cheaper stuff first. But we'll be doing that until Trader Joe's and the rest start getting up. Even retail wines are not anything too exciting. And this one is the Kirkland Signature Cotes de Provence Rosé 2022. And it's from Provence. It's a rosé. The Cotes de Provence is the largest area inside there. This is like if Provence is Sonoma, this would be maybe Russian River or something like that. And then there's like a few other. I mean, that's 75% of the grapes, and 75% of the wine. And they do like of the 75% they make, like 90% are rosés. And there's other smaller ones. It doesn't really matter at this price range. This was $7.99 wine, unless you decide you like. Like you tend to like wines from a different region better or best, you want to explore that. They're all kind of, until you kind of get your head around what's going on down there, they're all good. So, what is it? There has been winemaking in Provence since like 300 years before Christ, 2,300 years ago. And this is the oldest wine district in France. They make rosé. And if you're into rosé wines, this is a place where you should pretty much try to check out a few of their wines, because this is the model everybody else is going on. I know rosés have kind of, I don't know if you call it mutated, but California rosés are different than, from French rosés, which are different from Spanish rosés and that type of thing. But it all starts in France and in Provence. So let me take a sip. First of all, it's made for Costco by a winery. What's the guy's name? Oliver Samir. That have been around. They've been in the region since the 1250s, and they've been in the winemaking. The modern family's been in winemaking since the 1880s. So this is one of the the main wineries in Provence. This is not some Negociant or something. This is somebody who's been there for a while. It doesn't say that this is from their vineyards, and it could be Negociant, but these are the real deal Provence winemakers. And it's Grenache, Syrah, and so what else is there? I can't remember. I know there's Vermentino and Uni Blanc, which are two white grapes. So usually rosés are red grapes, but sometimes, as long as you can get a little bit of a pink in the grape skins, that's all that counts. A rosé gets to be a rosé because when they crush the grapes, the skins and the juice are all together. And in red wine, they keep the skins in there for a pretty long time. In white wine, they kind of pull the skins right away. In rosé wines, they wait till it gets the color they want, and then they pull it out, which is usually just a couple hours. And this time it's kind of I think I said cotton candy pink, and it is. It's kind of it's a very nice shade of pink. It's very see-through, and it's, they picked the right time to pull the skins out. Now, the one thing about the grape skins, there's chemicals such as tannins in those skins. And that's why red wines are fuller bodied and they have more structure to them. So these are red grapes that had the skins pulled out, so the tannins are also pulled out. And the tannins tend to mask the more subtle flavors. And not here, because there is no tannins. The subtle flavors pull through. So if you had a Grenache Syrah Cinsault blend from from somewhere in France for a full red wine, it won't taste like this, because these are flavors that are set free, kind of, because the grape skins have been pulled out, and there's no tannins. There's fewer of the chemicals that are in the grape skins. I'm taking another sip. There's a lot of flavor here. It's got good length. It just kind of goes on and on. There's even a little bit of a creamy thing here. That can come from stirring lees. I don't know if they did that or not. Lees are when you keep the dead yeast in with the wine. If you stir it, the more you stir it, it gets creamy. And I'm tasting a little creaminess here, and it's not coming from oak or anything, so that must be it. So yeah, it's a really nice tasting $8 rosé from a good producer out of Provence at Costco. It's, I've got, this is as good a $8 rosé as you're going to get. And there's nothing wrong with that. So this is a bargain wine. This is the Kirkland Signature Cotes de Provence Rosé 2022. It tastes great. It's well made. It goes on. You can have it with, it's 13% alcohol, so you can have it with other dishes other than, maybe a spicy Thai. You can have a shrimp cocktail. You can have it with nice salads, because it's got a little more body to it than a lot of rosés do, and it has a flavor to stand up to things. Yeah, I like this wine. This is for $8. You're getting a really, really good wine. Because they always, it's too cheap. No, sometimes $8 gives you something that's really good. So that's it for me, Domain Dave from CheapWineFighter.com. This was the Kirkland Signature Cotes de Provence Rosé 2022. Like us where you like your podcast. Push the buttons if you will, because it helps us with especially Spotify and those things. We do fine on the web, but I'm begging. So there you go. Thanks if you do. That's it for me. Keep it cheap. We got more wines coming up, and I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days like we always do. The summer is almost upon us. So adios. Bye-bye.